G'day folks and welcome back. What 40 years of playing guitar has taught me? Well, the first 2 years or 3 years of playing guitar was in the bedroom, learning my scales, learning my chops, learning my licks. But when I went out and played my first jam session, that's when things started to shift. And when I played my first live gig with my first band, that's when things started to shift. And when I went touring nationally and internationally, huge shifts occurred in my playing. And they didn't occur because I learnt more about what to do. They occurred because when you play live, whether it be as a solo performer or in a band, you have to think in the moment. But the thinking becomes so fast that it's feel. It is all about feel and a heightened awareness. And this is what you learn. 2 points. There's far more, but this is the main criteria is when you're jamming and playing in the rehearsal space, yes, but in front of an audience, it's a whole different environment. And it is one that just pushes you to be the best you can possibly be with things you don't even realise you needed to look at. And those things are like, how do you play your guitar if you can't hear it? How do you not stop playing when you're making mistakes? How do you get over the confrontation of an audience staring at you and a light shining so brightly in your face you can't see them? All of these things teach you to improve so much as a guitarist and so much faster. Your learning happens instantaneously. And you make mistakes and you continue to make mistakes even as a pro musician. I still make mistakes, but what you learn to do is the mistakes come and go. And when we first start, a mistake becomes a focal point. But what happens is we realise this, and this is what you learn from playing live, is you can't afford to dwell on the mistake because nothing is stopping when you're jamming or when you're playing live. Everything is going and everyone's anticipating you to give them a show. So that is one thing that your mistakes, they come and go and you don't dwell on them. Your sense of timing and rhythm, when you first start playing, you're in your bedroom and you're like... You go out on the stage your first time and that becomes this. Oh, shit. That's a massive learning curve, right? That you build confidence in such a way that it's not an egoic, it's not the look at me confidence. What it is going, you have to trust and take leaps of faith when you play live. And that in itself just improves your playing so much because as you progress with playing live, you then get to a point where you start to improvise. And when you become a player who plays with improvisation, that is next level. And so there's all these levels to jamming out live and playing live, and they all will happen naturally if you just take that leap of faith. So this video is more of a trying to inspire those of you who think, I just need to know more. You don't need to know. You can go out there with 3 chords, a bass player and a drummer, and just go out there and create. Because the most creative moments you will ever experience in your musical life will not be sitting jamming to a backing track in your bedroom. That's great practice, but when you jam out with other musos, you go to places you didn't even know existed within yourself, and in sort of like that beautiful organic thing that happens with jamming out with other people, you go to places you just didn't realise you could get to. So this video, I just wanted to make it to say, if you are thinking about, if it's something that you just don't believe you're capable of, you are capable of it. Believe me, you can do it. I did it. Toured through America, Canada and Australia with a pentatonic scale and predominantly playing in the key of E. And it was the greatest learning curve I've ever had in my life. So, just a bit of inspiration. If you're thinking about it, stop thinking about it, do it. Get out of the bedroom, get off the YouTube tutorials, get some mates together, get out there, turn an amp up and have a damn good time and learn. Learn from experience. That's it. See you later. I want to see comments saying Jamie had the best gig of my life. Jamie, you're right. I'm jamming with my mates. I've never felt so free. Take it easy, people. I'll see you later.